Oh, just took to what? 201. All right. Okay. So, where's that light? Throwing a few shadows there, innit? See if we can't fix that a little bit. Twist it up a bit. Still a bit alright, isn't it? In it. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I might have a go at covering a few mistakes I made last time over. There's not too many, really, to speak of. Let's just have a quick look. There's that little bit there. I might try fixing that. I've got the greys out. Which one are we going to go for? A lighter shades is probably the rust grey. I thought the rust was a bit darker. Yeah, I could probably fix it with that. Maybe dry brush a little bit over and a bit of shade just to fuck it off. But then I have to put like the grey over it and then the other grey over it. But it's obvious as hell. Can't really leave it without being constantly annoyed by it. Look at that as well. I might be able to fix. Oops, you can't see it. Too far zoomed in. There we go. Right. Yeah, there's a bit on the bottom end there. Turn the light onto it. You can see this kind of reflection where I just try to smudge it off. Yeah. So if I put like some kind of weathering underneath the eagle, maybe, and there will be an element of sort of like cook up. Cook up. That's the real word, honestly. Off the thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, aerials are done now. That's fine. I think we'll do like the sensors and stuff like after we've done like all the weather, and we'll do like the effects like last, I guess, because you're not going to have weathering on the effects. Well, you shouldn't have like paint cracking on your laser. It'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Well, there'll be other effects on it. No, there wouldn't. Otherwise, it'd just be broken. I suppose I could do a cracked one, just cause. So we just setting ourselves ridiculous challenges now. Yeah, quite a bit gone over on this bit as well. Zoop, get right up in there. Can't really see it very well, but trust me, it's unpleasant at best. Looking at this bit again, uh, get amongst it. There we go. Yeah, so we'll do the um. Call them. Oh, man, I really went over. I really just got fed up and I just went over like fuck. That's not good. Yep, that's what happens. The bronze bits are okay. I'm happy with that. Goldy, bronzy, whatever bits. Am I really too fast about this? I mean, mistakes are half the journey. You know, if I erase all the mistakes, I'll never have something to learn from. Not like I'm going to do anything with it, am I? I'll leave some bits. I didn't clear that bit of mold line there, did I? Okay. Right, so we will done this bit, finishes that's where it's gonna stay. This bit is done with. This bit is yeah, so we're done with this bit, done with this bit. Getting there. So we're gonna finish. I'll finish this back bit and then I will try and put a coat of varnish over it. It's been a while since I've even turned the fucking compressor on, let alone use the airbrush, and I've not used the varnish through it at all, so... And then obviously I'm going to be wearing a mask, so the mic's going to be a bit funky, so it'll be what it is. You know, there's only so much I can do about it. If there's too much noise from the the compressor and shit, I'll just switch it off. Mute the mic, because it'll just be too shit for you guys, wouldn't it? So, right. Okay. So, first things first, we'll finish off the base coat so we can do other stuff. Brushes. What size are we looking at here? Pretty small to very small. So we'll go with like the next size up, the 00 on this. Have a look. Yeah, that's pretty good. I might be able to go away with the small layer again. Where's the small layer? Where are you? There we are. What's the difference in that? It's just longer. I don't really need the length. Okay, right. Probably get more paint on it, but fuck how this chair's noisy today. Jeez. Clunk, clunk. Right. So we want. Aha. Magic hands. Where's my gloves? Pulling paint. That's what we'll be doing if we're not careful. Another reason why I want to get a coat of varnish on, so it doesn't really matter anymore. And the doctor is in. Right. Let me just mute my phone vibrations. I already have because I'm awesome. Okay. So we go to that one. Bear with me, I'm just clicking on a thing. Copy that. So it's posting the old albums, blah 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 blah. That. Okay, there we go. Right. So we've got our gloves. We've got gloves. Where are we? There. Sponsor. Paints. Got the brushes. Yeah, good. Yes, I am carrying on. Right. What do I need now? Is this the one with the dodgy bit on the tip? No. Oh, maybe. I thought that was the other one. I might be okay. Right. So we want focus. See, my fucking focus is gone already. Corn red. Let's see how good the stuff is. I'm gonna put a couple of balls and foul. Man. Hay fever really does not do me any favors. Just equally all the time. More than enough for two. Yeah. Right then. Give me over a bit. Brush loaded up. It's somewhat thinned. It's not super thin, but it's somewhat thinned. Get a nice point. And then proceed with how they paint on the brush, because we are awesome. Whoa, sliding. That's why you gotta lock yourself in. I'm not very well locked in at the moment. Sliding. Try and even it out a bit more. I need to get the top bit of here. Right. Careful. When I don't want to fucking move. Carefully. Just around the corner. There we go. Getting from this angle. Real careful. Oh, my neck is really tight. I see it cracking. There we go. Right, hopefully I didn't hit the edge of that skull. I don't think so. I think I got most of the tiny bit down there. See if I can get it without going over. Ooh, gently now. Let's get a bit more paint on for the other one. See that in the light, so we can see where it is and where it isn't. It's kind of inside that bit of thing, while also not. Okay, so there we are. Turn that to the side now. Okay. A bit more careful because it's going down a very deep dark bit. I'm liable to thread it where it shouldn't be going. That's pretty good. I think I got most of it. It's very difficult to see the very slight edge, just a tiny little bit there. I mean, arguably there's a little bit on the inside up there. Yeah, no, I think I got that actually, fair dues. There's a tiny little bit there if I want to be brave. Right, focus, calm yourself. There you go, you got it. Go on. Oh, yeah. Very small. Whew, okay. Let's hold my breath for a second then. Wow, I'm having a lot of trouble with my shoulders and my neck today. It's really painful. The last couple of days, actually. Right, let's shift the position on this chair. Make it lean a bit more forwards, because that's where I end up leaning anyway, so at least I'll have the support of it at least then. Right. I can still go forwards a bit more, couldn't it? Oopsie daisies. Smashing into everything is always a fun idea. Kudos to me. Right. Craft going well. Let's try again. Ah, that's actually a bit better. Put the feet all the way upright. Okay, so we got the. I wonder if we really need to put anything else over those. Put yourself with the the scraping. Rack out flash. Right. This was a bit nasty when I first uh, opened it up. So, get a couple of balls in here as well. Definitely going to need a bit of a mix. I might even stick it on the old spinner. Well, yeah, that's chunky nastiness. That is. It's going to need some working. You have to work it. Mm. Get that over there. Get him on there. Give him a couple of spins. That's pretty good now. Have a look what we got. Still quite porridge. Put it back on the old board there. Let's keep going until this no longer looks like porridge. I'm pretty sure that'll be a good gauge of where you want it. That's a bit thick. Right. Let's see what we're up to with it now. It's getting there, I suppose. Let's just take a bit out and see what it's like. Well, that's just chunky and nasty. I mean, I do have a fresh pot, but if I can avoid opening a fresh pot, I will. I mean, I could add water to it to thin it, but let's get some out of the bottom. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, not great, is it? You can't really see from there, but I will address that momentarily. Not too far right. You still kind of get it from there, can't you? Okay, it's a bit thick. I don't really want to mix it with this. Let me just try this brush. Did I add some water? No, let me get a bit of water. No, that thins it out a bit, but then am I thinning it out too much? That looks very thin now. I will find out when I start brushing, I guess. It definitely looks a bit too thin. Well, it's tough to gauge. Some of it looks actually okay, while some of it looks super thin. Yeah, it's definitely too thin. I can unfortunately see myself having to put two coats on, but that's fine. Damn it. Right. That's a little thicker. I probably should have just thickened it up when I realized it was thin, but at the same time, I am just wanting to get past this bit so I can do the airbrush. I'm going to be somewhat indifferent to the plights of quality. I mean, it's going on to the side bit and it's not just running, so it's not completely just too thin. It's a bit too thin, but it's not too thin. Yeah? Many thin coats. It'll be like 5 thin coats. For better or worse. There we go. I'll end up having to probably fucking put some kind of a what you call it over anyway. Um, uh, you know, them things. Shade. There we go. I think that's some kind of bit of plastic offcut or something I missed. That looks shit. So that's fun. Still a bit graying. I think it's a bit lighter. I might even highlight it potentially with a lighter shade after I've shaded it. So you paint it, you darken it, you lighten it. Back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, I'll let that dry a second. I suppose I'll probably end up highlighting because if I put shade on it, it just apparently so. If it ends up does that to it, that's a really distracting noise. There we go. It's actually painting on a bit better now. Probably a combination of it sort of drying on here a bit and the colours taking a bit better to it also drying slightly more on the palette. And that's probably horseshit, but that's what we're good for, chatting horseshit. I learned from the best. There we go, forget the bottom side. This completes the illusion that I cared enough to paint it all. Except that side, apparently. So we better address that very carefully. There we are. Lovely job. Get a bit more on this side. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think I need too many more layers on it now. I wasn't really doing anything else with it now, was I? I'd probably do something with the gem on the eyepiece. What would I do with that then? Like a red? It'd be like probably a darker red with a lighter red, like a white dot or something. We'll have a go. We'll see what we can do. Maybe consider it a minute, like a fucking ridiculously tiny. That's like, oh, I can't. My eyes don't even can't even heighten. Tighten. My eyes can't even focus on the point of that, where I need to make like the point where the point of the brush meets the model. It just makes me go cross-eyed. That's like too much detail. So I could always switch to the thinner tip again. So there's potential there. I can actually do something with it. So I'll let the thing dry for a minute. Ah, that's what I was supposed to do, some silver. Yes, I was, wasn't I? Okay, that's fine. So, fuck it. Get the red on that eye. And then get it straight over, because, you know. Oh, yes, even better. Is it like show me without showing me how you ruin an eye? Uh, I've actually managed to get it into the crevice while the surface dot is actually clean. That is a beautiful accident. So if I put like a couple of highlights there with a white point in the corner, that might actually come out looking pretty good. Like it, whoops, like it's supposed to. So I could have accidentally seeded once again. You can't fucking make this shit up. I mean, failing upwards. I can think of someone who's done a good job of failing upwards. Oh, that's gonna get me in trouble. Right. Yeah, bit of kitchen roll ready. Red on. Oh, pardon me. Let's put that in there. Excuse me, I'm very rude today. I apologize. Super fine point there. What's advice? I mean, I probably would have got better flow if I'd actually thinned it, but it's a bit late now. I'm just gonna do a bit around the edges. Make it pop a bit. Kind of like a dry brush with a fine detail brush. It's basically what I'm doing, but not dry. But I'm just dragging it over the raised points. Yeah. How close am I gonna have to get there? Out of the light, unfortunately. How far are you zooming in then? Whoa. There we go. You can't really see it still, can you? Oops. Yeah. tiny little eye on the cog thing at the top. Again, it's going to go out of the light that you can't see. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all we really need for that. I have a bad habit of always getting too much paint out for the job at hand. Mine's arguably a bit wasteful, but I'm more annoyed by getting multiple quantities out and then there being an inconsistency between the batches, if you will. It definitely causes more problems, not. Right. Yeah. Do I want to try and put a tiny bit of oil on them? Yeah, we'll try and put a little bit. Oops. Just smack the mic. I'm going to try and paint a bit on the fine tip. We only want to go in slightly into the gaps. We want to drown it, our highlight. Because it will force a bit of contrast. We're going to need a little bit more on than we have. So, let's aim ourselves right on top. Just hope it sort of pulls into the gaps without too much. We aim it in the center bit, sort of dab it, it runs off the skull to the gaps, and we try not to put too much of on our highlights around the outside. So if I really want to get tricky, try and get a tiny little bit around the lip of this eye and the hole there. Very slightly got a bit in there. I want to be careful, because if I oversaturate that will ruin the eye. So we've got just nowhere near enough on the brush to do those. Let's drown the fuckers. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah. I need to see it again, but tiny bit of shade on the paper. I might put it on the sides actually because it's somewhat visible, but it's had no shade on it there, so it stands out pretty badly. So if you're going to put some shade that affects how it looks on the one side, you got to do it to the rest of it really. Because someone could just turn that on the side and go, okay, well, why does that look like unworn, you know, untimey-wimeyed? Sufficient just to get a bit of colour on it, really. So it look same as the rest of it. It doesn't matter if I go too far over at this point because I have also shaded the rest of this in this the rest of this area in this color as well, so it's not really an issue if I can go a bit hardcore. And if anything, it'd probably be darker down the sides because, you know, more shadow and such. That'll suffice. Okay, wait. What is that? Problem is you have to do listening to fucking neighbours. Right then. Okay. That's pretty good. I don't think we'll get around to doing the lights after. We'll do those, will they be sensors? I think they're more lights. I think that's a sensor. There's just going to be lights. So that'll probably end up being whatever I end up doing with the front ones as well. I might just do like tiny streams of like whatever fucking lights that you used in 40k. I think it's like a yellowy sort of. It almost kind of looks like sulfuric kind of yellowy glow. I think a lot of lumens, as they're called, have. But that just could be the consistent description in the books, or one of many, I suppose. But the more frequent one I come across is like a yellowy sort of sickly colour of the lumens. A bit weird, you know. The common most colour of the light is something you'd probably associate with like Nurgle or something, or whatever. Right. Drink. Right. So, what else do we want to do? We want to do some highlighting on the silver bits. Yeah, I'm not going to do any more to the back end, I don't think, now. I might do silver. Where are we looking? Iron breaker. Now, is it worth me checking on my old iron breaker? Because I might be able to bring that back a bit. Now I'm using mixables and such. Let me have a look at it. Where are you, iron breaker? Balthazar gold, silver, silver, silver. Here we go. That is iron breaker. So this is old and somewhat separated. Oh, there's some in there. Oh, that's definitely separated there. Let's get some balls in it. Before we open a fresh, I want to see if we can bring this back a bit. Yeah, it was just like pure grey in there. It was separated so badly. Like, it completely lost all of the metallic bits. So we will get it on the spinner, which is just slightly off screen that way. Well, not slightly off screen, it's on the floor. The hell have I got in my hand now? It's not from here, is it? Oh, great. So apparently this lid's like leaked. Tissue. I can't see that it's leaked anywhere in particular, just where I grabbed it, I think. That's a bit of a pain. How far has that gone? You can see that, like, even the thing's not sealed properly, it's like leaking everywhere and shit. Yeah, look at that. try and clean that a bit because that's no good. I'm going to be trying to use it. Honestly, I might have to go and wash my hands a bit because they're a bit fucked. Yeah, a bit of this build-up off, it might help. Let's move that out of the way then. So don't drag it onto anything. Let's have a look at this now. Okay, if I hold this down, I can just sort of peel away at this build-up. That's not all build-up, is it? Surely not. Oh wow, yeah, no, that is all build-up. Ah, it's all gone in one. No way. Now they're just the pot's just new again. Fuck off. No. Huh. I'm intrigued. Let's see if I can mix this out now because that's interesting. I might see if I can find some other nasty, like filled up pots, but I just peel it all off in one and you just rescue the fucking pot. Are you serious? Why have I not even made that connection before? What? Good old brain. Right. It's still a bit meh. Oh, we're looking. We got it. Oh, it's looking silver a bit. It's good. I mean, I don't think it'll. I don't think it'll be as good. I could open the other pot, and it would be a certain way, and this would probably I'd probably struggle to get this back to even close to what the other one would be like straight out of the pot. If that makes sense. The fact that it's separated so much. Right. How are we looking now? Oh, that's thick then. Struggle to move. That could be a good sign. And it's sort of. We want to get it off the bottom. Oh, that was thick then. I think we're getting somewhere with that actually. Fair dues. Keep going. We can fucking bringing this paint back, haven't we? We don't even need that much of it. I guess it's a lesson in restoration. Old Dave would have tossed that shit right in the bin and opened the fresh one. Wasteful, much. Oh, that's looking pretty damn good now. Fucking hell. I might have to mix my paints more often, like for longer. It's ridiculous. But then it'll be too thick, and then I won't be able to thin it down. You can't win with this shit. Right, get rid of that. Let's get a bit on the old palette and see what we're up to with it. Now you can kind of see a little bit where it's kind of still separated a bit. It's not 100% correct. Get a bit, send it down a little bit, see what that does to it. I'm going to replace my water soon. It's a right. So we just want a little bit. We might use the small layer for this just to get it on there. Right, just identify what we're going to do before we do it. Kind of helps. Well, it's good to have a plan. I mean, I could try and get like right on the edges here, but I can see myself hitting the gun, so we'll see. It's still a little. There we go. This is a bit thicker than I'd like. Let's try and get it further down the length brush. Right. Well. I just want to go around. Not that much. I just want to go around the edge of it, not all the way around the front. I'm not locking it on properly. So really, what I should be doing here is just doing like top side, so light reflecting points. So it'd be these top bits. So I can get the angle. There we go. I'm getting the angle right on them now. So it'd be these top bits, kind of. It'd be the lower inner bit, I think. Okay. Same with these bits, it'll just be the top bit. Catch the light that a little bit more. Similar thing on the side. It would just be more so like a line kind of across there. And then it'll build up along that bit there. Maybe just like a tiny line along there. Okay, so we'll edge along that bit there. A bit too thick for my liking, but it's a bit too late. And put it on the connections across there. Facing upwards, we'll have that as well then, as soon as it's facing upwards. Okay. I think we're good on the stuff that I'm happy to do. Yeah, I can't really see the other side on that one, so that's fine. I mean, do I really want to bother putting like a blending strip along there? Like a very faint sort of blending strip maybe. So it kind of stands out like a light. Try to see when this light's shining on it, it pops. But normally it might be too much, but again, it's one of those things that through the camera you can't really see, but in person it's like, oh yeah, cool. It's not so easy to make things. No, no. I'll think of the right word in a minute. Okay, so I want to get again on the edges of these bits. Just the top bit of these parts. Just give a nice thin coat. Same on the actual barrel. Not enough of an angle, I'm just painting the whole thing now. I only want to do it on the lip. So we bring it down to the lower part again. Just not too much. Enough so you can see it's there, but not enough to overwrite the other stuff that's there. This is thinned out a bit too much now. I need a bit of thicker coat on it. So yeah, we're going to do these bits. Okay. We'll do the edge of that bit, like on the other side. That's fine. Those bits are done, those bits are done. I can't see any other bit. We've done all that side. Where do the lights show on these things? So if I'm looking from above, I can see like a light reflection. Kind of like here. Kind of like there. That side a bit. And there's a little bit of light reflection there. If I'm looking at it all from the same angle, these parts have light reflection and pop a bit. So if I actually put the lighter shade sort of blended a little bit. Okay, I say blended and then I do like a really thick shit copy. Cover. Copy. That's why my brain went to the same thing. So if I take a bit off of the glove, so it'll leave a bit of a pattern as well. Okay. It's not too bad. I just don't want to get too carried away. It's a bad habit of mine. Like I start doing a thing and it's like, full ball. Is there even any left on the brush to get picked up along the edge of there? Not really. So we will go back to the palette. We'll get a tiny bit more on there. So we want to pick up around there. Like the same sort of distance on that side. Doesn't need to be a thick coat, it just needs to be the edge covered nicely. So about there. From that side, yes. No, going over a bit there. Pay attention. It's not a great position to do it in, but I've got most of it done. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna not fiddle with that anymore. Right, we want to do the edge of this bit. So, get that on an angle. Inside there. There we are. Top corners. That's a bit thick there. That's not good, but whatever. Again, it's just for the pop. I could do the side bits like I did on the inside, don't I? Probably should. Yeah, at least the visible parts. I can't really get into those bits on that one. I don't really want to keep fucking forcing it open. There we go. Good enough. Right, last cannon barrel. Oh, yeah, there's a barrel there. Oh, I'm just doing the whole thing. That'll probably get like some scorch or something on it. I'll have to have a look at what's good for laser burns. Right. Probably get a bit of highlight on these pipes, maybe. Not too much there. Doesn't really matter, as long as it only sticks on the top bit of them. I'm pretty sure they were originally metal pipes. And I think I did shade them as if they were metal, so... Okay, we'll just put it along this top bit with the thin sort of like spread, so it just makes it a tiny bit shinier again, because they were a bit dull, and they're supposed to be pipes, so... Right. Clean that brush. Okay, what are we on? Oh, let me just check what my phone's trying to tell me. What are you trying to tell me, phone? Why are you trying to tell me that? Go away. Right. Excellent. Sorry about that. Fucking wheels on carpet is the worst. Okay. So we're happy with the sides. We're happy with that highlight. I mean, as happy as we're gonna be with our highlights. That's weirdly cool. Mono. Ah, no, we're not. There's silver back here as well. There's a silver back here. Ha. It certainly is. Right. Ah. Okay, so I put far too much on the edge of this. Which has kind of cocked it up a bit. But it has given me the opportunity to go over where I'd previously cocked up. So that's kind of like a bonus because I wouldn't have come back here otherwise. Fortunately, we have to contend with a whole lot of fucking noise from other people. Oh, that's why you gotta be careful. Can't be going over those marks. So this is one little bit where I might accidentally go over the edge of it because, whoops. Oh no, I've got some tidying up to fix. And it was taken a bit too back a bit, so it's also a case of just bringing it back to its original color, which is not working out in my favor because I've got it too thin. Oh, and it's going everywhere a bit. So we'll make our little buttons pop a bit more around the contrast. And we'll get that over there. Very, very finely. Seems a bit less paint on the tip now. I can get it very finely across the edge without it. Oh, that's a much better amount of paint. I can actually paint it on now without it spreading. Oh, damn, that's really good. I wish I'd started with that amount. I can fix that bit. I'll just have to reshade it heavily. But yeah, I can fix it. It's not ruined, that's for sure. Get those edges a bit. Get those edges. Yeah. It's a bit better anyway. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. Oh yeah, I was gonna put something down here as well now. A bit more on the brush. Well, there's still a bit of life left in this paint. This one's running out of life real fast. No, too thick, push it off the edge. I think a better way of resolving that would just be come over on the edge further over and bring it down. In the worst case, I can see what's going to happen before it happens and I can stop it instead of being too committed to it. Just a tiny bit there, a bit more there. I see a lot of light reflecting off it. So a bit down the bottom of it there. There we go. I mean, we could try dotting these tiny rivets in here. Oh, hold my brush. Right, yeah. I legitimately have to hold my breath to make sure I don't fucking move. And again. Give an edge there. Just tidy up the edges a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Whew, okay. Breathe properly. Right. Dry this brush off a bit. There's much more absorption in that bit of paper towel, is there? Oh, my neck gone again. Oh, crunch. Right, so we want a little bit more shade. So, do we want straight Agrax? I think we want straight Agrax. It's a bit darker. Well, the other one, the mix is pretty good as well, though, isn't it? Yeah, we want to do the mix on here because it'll probably go through the stuff on the other one. Where is it? So we will have brush. Where are you, brush? There you are. We can shake it both at the same time, can't we? Right. It's like one solid part. There we go. You're just working into the fucking brush. Ugh. Come here. That one solid part. No, but that is. It's not a great make. Could be a bit darker, couldn't it? Well, it's about the same as the rest of it. Right, so we want a bit. Pull it around there, pull it around there, pull it around there. Build it up again on those bits. Definitely pull it into those bits again. Yeah, look at the way that pops now against the highlight. Get more of those bits will look better. Right. Use my hairsmite. Right. Right. And over as well. I'll do it. Yeah. Okay. Brushes away. Bombs away. Get rid of that shit. Okay. What are we looking at now? Done highlights and the shading. Definitely colours I don't have, isn't there? What time is it? 3 o'clock. Um, right. We've done the highlight, the shade, the side bits. We can finish the back. Are we satisfied? Well, we're going to do the light. I don't think I do the track for after I put the varnish coat on, do I? I'm trying to remember, like, the order of business here. Process. All the armor first, then the extra detail base coats, which we've done. When we shaded them, then we highlighted them all over, and the turret. That's done. What's the next point? So it is the varnish. So we do the track after we've done the varnish, don't we? I think that's right. At what point do I just permanently attach this? I guess when I finished. Well, at that point where I'm happy with it. There it is. That's cool. Oh, so grinding that paint off is another reason why I want to get that coat on as well again. Hopefully it'll stop some of that later. Yeah. Am I procrastinating? Absolutely. Am I avoiding doing it? Yes. Of course I am. I'm gonna have to take a moment, I think. Well, at least I've got something I can start on first. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna practice as such, at least I can do it on this. Oh, that gold really is bad, isn't it? I mean, it's bad in the sense, like, it's bad that it, uh, very visible. Like, how visible is it? Let me have a look. Yeah, if you hit it at the right angle, it just starts shining. Nope, sirens. No idea. It's more and more all the time here. Not good. Going down the shit of this town is. No, they keep coming. It's not getting any better. That's polyurethane varnished. Arctic varnish. Polyurethane varnish. Yes, I got that much. Dispersion. Vehicle. Appropriate, I guess. Permanent and very resistant. Dries to touch in 1 hour. For application of 2 coats of varnish, we recommend an interval of 24 hours. Can be used directly with brush or airbrush of needle size 0.4 without dilution. Really? Clean up with soap and water. What do you mean clean up? What, clean the fucking model after I finish? Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna fucking soap and water the model. What? Or do you mean clean it out of the airbrush? Needle size 0.4 mil without dilution. Let me have a look at the thickness of that. I call bullshit. Either way, I've got some fucking layered flow improver, worst case. Then we got some old Liquitex acrylic mediums. Slow dry fluid additive. It stays wetter for longer. increases drying time. I guess it helps with a clog. You'd hope it would help with a clog. Well, it's a drying base clog anyway. Okay, so we're at 10 past 11. I am going to do some spraying soon, I think. I am going to like a mix with, so I'm going to unfortunately have to go straight in the cup. For better or worse. I mean, I do have a little pot, but because I didn't clean it out properly last time, it's now got potentially flakes in it, which will clog up the fucking thing. So I'm just going to move this off to the side somewhere. Right. So let's have a look at the big picture, as it were. Hey, table view. We go other side of the table. Okay. So there's paint and stuff. Probably need to get some fresh water. Oh, pardon me. I think we can do away with our phone because that's going to get in the way and get inevitably done in. Right. I mean, while I'm at it, I might end up priming something else, or just because I'm in the zone with it. If I can get it working and I'm happy with it, 'cause it's been a while, I might just prime something else as well. I don't really need that to hand, do I? I'm gonna go with my shitter. Shitter, I say shitter. If we're applying quality to price, then it's shitter. It's that simple. Lovely. Okay. So I might do a dry run through of a clean just so I can remember exactly what I'm doing and boost the old confidence a bit. We want this. Damn it. Keep this stuff very clean, did we? Look at that. Shameful. Shameful. It's supposed to be a cleaning cloth. It's not clean. Well, it's not a cleaning cloth. This is more like a mat that you do the cleaning on. Unless this is supposed to be a cloth you're supposed to clean with, in which case, yes, that. Let's say micro phaser. What the fuck's a micro phaser? I'm gonna shoot someone. I just headbutt the camera again. Damn it! So I've changed the position on the best thing, and now I'm back to hitting the fucking thing. Right. Let's have a look at all these gubbins, shall we? All these fancy gubbins. What we got? Nozzle wrench. We won't need that with this one. Is that the scraper? We've got some Dentac brushes. That's nice. Airbrush cleaner, Medea airbrush cleaner. Got other airbrush cleaner anyway. Pipe cleaners. That's useful. Something. Huh. Oof. That hurts. Instant headache from that then. Good job. So one of these things is the nozzle scraper. Is it this? Yes, there we go. There's the nozzle scraper at least. Okay. Pipe cleaner, Dentac. bristle thingy bob. Oh yeah, okay, isn't there? Thread sealer, video thread sealer for an airtight seal. Well, I'd hope it'd be an airtight fucking seal anyway, mate. To be honest with you, you're paying this much money for the product, should be good. Shouldn't have to do shit for myself, that's for sure. Let's have a look. Oops. Let's throw it around a bit. It's always a good start, isn't it? Right. How do I remember to do it? So we are going. I want to say we're going needle out first. Needle out. Front off. You can see that's a bit manky in there. That seal probably ain't got much life left in it either. Are you painting that bit? No, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, this is. Oh no, I actually managed to get off now. Before it was actually jammed on, you couldn't get that bit off. But I'm pretty sure this bit is stuck in there. Whether it's supposed to be or not, it's a different matter, I don't know. Does that look clear? Looks pretty good. So you really shouldn't do that, but so now I'll have to pull the whole thing out to fix that. Right, so let's put that there for a second. Oops. Oh, that whole thing's come off now, hasn't it? Pull that back at least, so the thing's not blocking it. No. Yeah, it's funny you don't have that. Don't want to leave any fibers on if we can help it. Where's that stuck on? I'm not doing a perfect job of this. I'm the first to admit, but it will suffice. Again, this is why I'm getting practicing on the crapper one, shall we say. So it doesn't matter. Okay. When you tell me it was a top that worked like that, fucking dickhead. Just cut the fucker off. Get out. There you go. You win some and you lose some, and then you cut the rest off. Let the bubble bursts through. Fortunately, I don't remember which way it was supposed to go. So we don't want it on the whole thing. We just want it kind of not drowning in it as such. I'll probably actually put too much on there. And then taking it all off again because I'm awesome. Oh, fuck's sake. Clumsy as well. Right, where's the back end? There's the back end. Oh, you don't want to drown it. You just want to... It feels a little bit lubricated, but it's not. See what happens in it. Oh, that didn't go in, did it? Oh, that's not good. Ah, shit. Oh, great. There we go. That was what I was afraid of. No, I may have fucked this because I'm not gonna get that bit back in. Well, you get what you deserve, but yeah. Now let's figure out which way that was in. Is that in that way? Oh, yep. Well, you've done a good job of this one. This is why we do it on the shit one first. And it was going so well. Right, so which way it's supposed to go. Get on my nerve. Oh. Yep, that's all I need. Frustrating back and shoulder pain as well as this shit. Yeah, this is not gonna get saved. That's it. They really don't give enough of a shit about it to save it. It's gonna cause me this much fucking pain in the ass. They can fucking suffer. Yeah. Goodbye. You cannot fix it. I cannot fix it. Going really. Did I just get it back in the right place as well then? No, I didn't. To be fair, I can't seem to get it back in the correct position anyways. I think it would have been mad too much. Oh, there it goes. But now, trying to get this other bit in somehow. Is that the way it goes? Might be. Or is it facing the other way? That is the question, isn't it? I'm not sure if it's supposed to be facing up or facing down. I can't get it to stand up either which way. Yeah, it doesn't want to stand up either way, does it? It's not going to stand up either. You can just sort of trick it. Okay, that's not going to work, is it? Alright, we will get it eventually. It's just going to be really fiddly, and whether it's the actual right way when I do eventually get it is a different matter again. See, I thought it'd just be fun. Watch me failing miserably at a thing before I even started. You know, it's a learning lesson. Not to take things apart. I feel like that might be the right way. Yeah, if I've actually managed to save this shit, I'm going to be surprised. Oh, fuck off. Hmm. I might have actually saved this. Okay. In that case, let's unlock it first, dickhead. I cannot believe I might have actually fixed this. I thought that was done for, to be honest. Nice. I mean, I probably have to twiddle with it and tighten it up again. Okay, righty tighty, lefty loosey. There we go. I was doing it right. The fact that I have to tell myself that is pathetic. It's perceptual, left and right, because I'm not holding it with the way I'm turning. You know what I mean? Like, so it's never necessarily the correct thing. That makes sense. Right. Well, that was nearly a huge cock up before I even did anything. But I think I managed to save that then. It's working and that's pushing back the right way. So whether the actual flow will go, a different matter. Okay. I mean, I'm not super confident that I fixed it, but I don't know. It should be alright. No, yeah, I'm pretty confident I fixed it because that was the bit that fell out. Like the thing that pushes against that goes with the spring, so it controls how far you can. So obviously that's the adjuster on the back end to control. It's basically how much paint is going to be released, if I remember correctly. So it's on this one, on the Ultra, you so a bit dusty because it has just been sat there for a bit. Ah, well, I definitely got the handle the wrong way around then, at least anyway. Regardless, this one has settings: so base, prime, one, layer two, layer three, and these will like predetermined how far they go back. So layer two, layer one, a bit further. So like a third layer is the least amount of paint. So that's kind of useful. I do appreciate that design over quite a few other designs actually. Like, I think that should become like the standard basically. And the trigger, the other people hate it because people that experience like, oh yeah, no, it's all about just you can see to control. Like, no, it really isn't. Like my brain will not process it. Like even though I have pretty good, like borderline exceptional hand-eye coordination normally, my brain cannot process the start and stopping. Like you're supposed to put air through, then pull back with the paint, and then paint off, then air up. It's a process. My brain just will not do it. It just goes constant through, and that's it just cuts out the middleman, and basically that's what's going to be causing you blockages and shit like that. And I know this, but the actual doing it is, yeah. I mean, I'm aware of it. I'm telling you about it, but I can't not do it. It's stupid. So to avoid that, that's useful. So you literally can't take the thing off until you let go of the other thing, basically. So it forces you to do it properly. So I appreciate that. Again, other people are like, oh yeah, no, get good, get fucked off. Yeah. Right. Pardon me. Let's have a sip of drink. We want drink. Ah, right, we've got all our paint ready. We've got all the stuff we need. We've got the tank. We're going to start on this turret. I might have to get a bit of paper just so I can test what it looks like. I could just get like a trash model. I mean, I would. I use the word trash model. It's something that I've finished but not sprayed. Just looking in my box, and nothing really jumped out as something I haven't actually sprayed yet. Where's those little ones from the other day? I'm pretty sure I did spray them though. Ah, we won't fuck about. We'll just move on with this because I'm just coming up with silly shit. Right, before I continue, then let me just make sure this fan is blowing cool air, at least towards the laptop. I'm gonna have to work on my air extraction here in a minute. So fan should at least keep fresh air on the laptop at least. Okay. Right, I'll be back there in a second. So we're going to start with this. We're just going to give it a try. Oh no, we're going to start on a bit of paper. We've got everything we need. We've got the cleaning stuff if we need it. We've got plenty of paper. We want some flush water. We've got that. We've got... No, let's put some clean ones of those. We've got like a handful of these. Buy shit by the bag for people. Buy shit by the bags for. Just in case we need some cleaning stuff. Well, I say just in case we're going to need a lot of cleaning stuff when we get to doing the cleaning stuff. Let me just get amongst this for a second. Okay. Right. So if you give me a couple of minutes, I say minutes, just need to do a thing. I will be still vocalizing, talking and as such. I am here. So excuse me. Sorry if that fan's a little loud. I'm a bit too close to it. I just need to have a short respite, take the edge off, as it were, before I continue. I relax a little bit. I'm a bit anxious, and I feel like I'm going to make a mistake if I don't take a moment. And I don't want to get frustrated with it. It's been a while since I turned the thing on, and I nearly had a massive accident already, didn't I? When I completely ruined the airbrush nearly by pulling out that random bit of metal, which I wasn't sure about, but I managed to get back in by sheer luck, I guess. No, I'd say sheer luck and this and that and the other, but I think on some level I knew what I was doing. I knew where it was supposed to go. I wasn't sure which way it was facing. That part was lucky, I guess. Well, I would have put it together. It wouldn't have worked, or I would have taken it apart and switched it around. So, it's a process of elimination as well, really. Like, there's only two ways that could have fit in there. If it didn't fit the first time, as long as I could have actually undone it because it didn't get wedged badly or something, I could have remedied it. So you can figure shit out. And that was just from me just trying to do some, like a basic maintenance. It wasn't, that would be the basic maintenance, but in that case, I was just looking at, if I remembered how to take the damn thing apart more than anything else. So yeah, just take a minute to relax. So, yeah, we're going to use a cheaper one. It still works good. More so because I don't want to trash my Ultra by putting varnish through it without knowing how the varnish is going to behave. It seems thin, but it looks kind of thick, so I'm just a bit wary of it, to be honest. Yeah. We'll put a thin coat all over, and then we'll start looking at doing the chipping on the armor. Once it's dry, at least. I don't know if I want to do two coats. Do I want to do like two coats when it's finished, or I want to do two coats now? Yeah. I suppose I should have looked that up really before I got to this point. I'm going to do the mix straight into the cup anyway, so... Well, to be fair, I haven't even turned the fucking... where is it? The compressor on. So that'll be a fun one. We'll do that in a minute. See how loud the vibrations are. We'll get there. Basically, as opposed to having a break where I pause it and switch it off, I'm just having a live break while still talking. Right. So yeah, we've got all the materials, we've got our cleaning stuff ready. I've got a bottle of isopropyl alcohol. How do we say that? Isopropanol alcohol. Propanol, however you want to pronounce it. And some ISO clean wipes, which is just wipes with the same shit, I guess. I mean, then I've obviously got Vallejo airbrush cleaner and this, that, and the other, and anything some random person told me to use at some point. Like, I'm sure I've got it somewhere, because no thoughts of my own. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I think I've ran out of procrastination on this now, so I'll finish up my death stick. Might as well call it what it is. It always makes me think of Star Wars, that doesn't it? When I buy some death sticks. No, not really, pal. Like, you want to put people off smoking, call them what they are. Like, literally have that shit on every package. You can, I mean, people still ignore and do it, but I mean, you're calling it what it is then, at least. It is. It's just, I never understood that. Like, they put all these pictures on and all this nasty shit on the packages, but they still have all the branding and all this shit, and it's still, everybody's cushy about it. It's like, nah, man. You want to put people off, just be blatant. When you go, we want to buy some death sticks. I guess not by choice. My addictions are out of my control. Warhammer addiction is the worst. Ha, no. It's expensive, but it's not as expensive as everything else combined. Maybe in a lifetime you'd spend enough on it. Mm. Nearly there. Ruminating. Another form of procrastination, I guess. I'm really trying hard now. I'm trying to not paint this shit. Alright. I'm gonna have a bit of a fiddle now, 'cause I'm gonna have to fiddle about, 'cause I'm gonna have to get this mask on. That's what I meant. Not like I fiddle as in, yeah, no, that's not. No, I'm gonna have to get this fucking, gonna make some noise, so I'll mute myself for a second. Okay, the only thing now is I sound like I've got a mask on, so I apologise for that. Not much I can do about that. Because there isn't a mic inside now. So I'll try not to pinch my nose too much so I don't sound like this. But yeah, apologies for the I have a gas mask on job. Okay, let's turn this beast on, shall we? There we go. I drained it, cleaned everything. Suck it. Here we go. Plug the airbrush in first. That's a good one, isn't it? Here we go. There's the power switch. Where the power switch is. There we go. That's not too bad, is it? There we go. It's like setting off the microphone for high speed. I don't think it is anyway. You got some pressure yet, mate? There we go. Can't hear any pressure coming out. Ooh. Ooh, lovely job. Looks like I put it back together perfectly. I've got no leaks at all. Fucking hell. Things are looking up. Oh no, what's going to go wrong now then? If I've done that perfectly, something terrible's going to happen. Oh, of course I've got an itchy fucking nose. Fuck's sake. Oh, I'm gonna have to deal with that as well. Oh my god. Why? You know, you got like something in your hands and you get like the itchiest nose or something ever. It's like, come on, really, man? Oh, fuck off. Again with the. Right, it's just gonna be some shit now, isn't it? Okay, now that I've let's just begin, shall we? Windy. How loud is this? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, nice. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. See, you convince yourself you're fine as you're doing it. Oh, anxious. So we want a couple of drops of flow improver in there first. Let's have a look. What we got? Actually, I think this can stop it fucking insta clogging. Here we go. Put a drop of written. Two drops of Latin. Ballsy like that. Two drops of Latin. And then we'll give it a shitty brushy mix. Seems pretty thick. It says it can handle it fucking like this. So if I'm to believe what the pot says, this should just work. Yeah? So let's increase how much we're getting at, shall we? Can we actually see that? No, it's on white paper. We did a good job. So now we need something that's not white paper to see if we can see something lightly appear. Or we can just try it on a fucking model. Oh, that's a good one. Knock shit into the model. I don't know. Right, I mean, I can kind of see it. I think a little bit more coming out. Too much. I don't think it's coming out. Something's happening. Yeah. Mm. So, I don't know if it's plugged or not. Oh, okay, there we go. I can kind of see like a wet mark on it, but again, it's not putting like a distinctly thick coat or anything on it that I can see. I don't want a thick coat, do I? I want right, now I can see that going on now, so I've got to get amongst it a bit more. I don't want to put it on too thick because I can see what's going to happen if I go too thick. It's going to wash it out and just fuck it up. But I can kind of see where I'm going wrong and where I want to go a bit right. Right. I can see what I'm doing now. Good. This is when I have trouble, but I can't see what it's doing. So you can't really see it too well. Obviously, I mean, you're not going to be able to see it at all. But you can see the wet shine a little bit. It's a lot easier for you to see on the camera, actually, than I can see with my own eyes. I have to really work on the angle before I can see the shine. So I know where I've been. Get actually done in one go. I'm gonna have to come back to it. Right. So you can kind of see where it's going. Okay, I can dig that. What's that? A bit too much. I think we're good. Yeah. And we used it all as well. I'm pretty fucking happy with it. Yeah, man. I didn't clog it. Fucking first go, first try, put it together when it was broken, and I didn't clog the bastard. That's a pretty fucking good win, I think. Seeing as I hadn't used it in about 4 months, and I was shit before then anyway. Right. Give it a bit of a clean. Just forcing a load of water through it at the moment. Do that there, can I? Make sure the needle stays wet. There we go. We'll put a bit of cleaner through it. Well, we're not doing much. Just to make sure. Again, working the needle. Use this fuzzy head. Right. Okay. Pick this up without fucking. I'll probably do like a second coat on each piece just so I know it's had a reasonable coat. Right, this is going to be more of a pain in the ass to do. It'll have to be done in sections, probably. What are we on now? 4 o'clock. So I've got an hour. So I'm going to start. I might try and start do sides, sides, and then do the middle, and back, out, out, ah. Oh, that's going to be tough. I get really uncomfortable. Oh. Yeah, I should probably remedy it now. It's not going to get any less painful, is it? Over time, or more in discomfort. I'm not going to stop because of my back again. That's annoying. Right. Oh, shit. Yeah. Get that mask straight there, or put that through. Okay. Okay, that's the water cleared out. Me and the bloody thing going. That should be clear. We'll give it a little wipe. It kind of makes the shade and the contrast pop a little bit more as well. I think it's because it's sort of getting rid of some of the dust. Oh, that's fun that is. Look at all the residue in there now. Oh, yeah. Let's not leave any of that in there, shall we? I'll go straight through and block it. I can't block. Man. Okay, cool. Trying to blow, I've got a mask on, for fuck's sake. Okay, next we'll try to do the same again on the big piece. Try go and grab some painkillers, but probably am I gonna be able to do it with this one? Probably not. Well, maybe. Oh, right. Mute. I ran and grab a painkiller. Okay. Hopefully that'll improve. Well, right. Come on, let's get it. I'm comfortable enough now. I've done it once. I know what I'm doing. Block it everyone all of a sudden. Go on, man. Right. So we have two districts of that first. Yeah, and then one good portion of this. Much. Probably more. More. Well, there's a lot of drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And we'll get the liquid text in there. Through this line. More paint. Paint. This time it's going to hard. We guarantee it will flood this time. But on hard forward. Well, it is dinner. Oh, okay. Things will either continue to go my way, or I've just royally screwed it. Right. My hands are dry. He's weak. Get a good flow. Right. It's not a very good flow, does it? I'll let it stick there. Turn it around a bit. It's gone on a bit too thick for my liking. I got carried away. I'll admit that. Let's do that. I ain't like that for sure. It's definitely gone on a bit thick in some places, but actually managed to get the whole thing in one go. For the most part. It says you want to let it dry before you continue. And it does take a while, so we'll 4:15. Well, we're not going to have enough time. Tell you what, let me, yeah, I can get it. There we go. Ah, I can speak like a normal person again. Marvelous. Ah, wow. Yeah, no, I wanted to get that done in one go because I think I definitely put the handle back on the wrong way because, wow, that was painful. Oh, oh, yeah, no, my whole hand is, oh, yeah, it's not ergonomic at all. Ah, that really hurt my thumb. And that's why I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing to get that first coat on all over in one go. Ooh, that's sore. Mm, I was definitely holding that really wrong, wasn't I? Ah, okay. Well, we're only going to get the one coat on today either which way because, as I said, it takes an hour. You can kind of see where it's gone on. I like that. I soaked the bottom of that and it's dried already. I mean, does it smell like anything? Doesn't really smell of anything. I mean, that's brave. What if it was fucking toxic? You know what I mean? For fuck's sake, just jamming on my nose. Is it gonna kill me? Anyway. I mean, I'm sure I'd probably put worse things in me. Ow. Oh, come on. Okay. So, yeah, we're happy with that. We're good with that. This will suffice. I don't think we're going to get. No, like I said, we're stopping at 5 either way. We'll probably end up stopping before 5 because we're not going to get to the point. Ah, you see the way it kind of smooths off. It's hard for me to explain, but before there was a lot of powder residue from doing the dry brushing. Well, this seems to have taken away some of that and just left the pure color behind without as much of the powdery residue. But it's more, it's turned the powdery residue into its paint. That's not right, the right way of explaining it, but it's just not a powdery surface layer anymore. It's now the paint layer, if you will. Although the downside to this is going to be where there is blatant hairs that wouldn't have been dislodged maybe by the air. They're now kind of obvious hairs. But there's a trade-off. I mean, all in all, I've got to bear in mind this is my first go at doing one of these with many of these actual techniques. So I haven't done too bad so far. You know, it's looking pretty good, I think. All in all, definitely toned down, not neutralized, toned down, more neutral. The overall paint job. It's not painfully Space Walls anymore. I mean, it's kind of still Space Walls, but it's not supposed to be. That was the point. And when I did it, it was just like blatantly Space Walls, and I was just like, oh, really? That's like every comment's gonna be, oh, why is it a Space Wolf Baneblade? I'm like, shut up, not, wasn't supposed to be, out. Okay. Oh well, just me then. Alright, well, we'll give it a clean, and we'll leave it there for today. And we'll start next time with the second coat, and then that'll give us. So I might do that tomorrow. But what we'll do now then, is we're going to be proper about it. We will do the clean down of the thingamajig, and then we will call it a day, because that'll take a bit of time if I'm not rushing. I mean, you can do it fast, but why do it fast? I mean, you can take your time and do a good job. A better job. Get rid of the nasty bits of paper. Keep you off the sides for the cleaned bits. Oh yeah, we need to drain the air pressure, don't we? So we we hit the air thing off. Where's the power button again? Fucking hell, where's the power button? What the fuck? I can't actually figure out where the power button is now. Hold on. Where is that button? Is it on that bit, is it? Ah, there we go. Right. So we switch the power off on the compressor. Clamber it under the table. So then we just oh yeah, no, we'll give it a bit of a, with the last bit of air, I'll give it a bit of a wash before the air runs out. Just let it run out. It'll be about 2.5 hours. I think that's my fucking. That's a good aim for me. 2 to 2.5 hours consistently, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm doing painting, that seems to be like a good block. Like gaming, I could probably do that longer. Again, like, fortunately, I always seem to start like when I'm tired or fucking someone else to do after the fact. It kind of just, I should suffer a bit, but there's not really much I can do about that, you know? Just let the air run out. Okay. No, I probably should have done that in that order, but it's fine. It's fine. Right. Well, we've just done this once, so I'm pretty sure we can figure it out again. We'll give you a clean. We don't need to do the whole thing, just the needle, front bit, the back bit. needle out, front bit off. There you go. So we'll just clean those, so we don't have to fiddle with that stupid thing again if I accidentally knock it out. So we want, let's give it all a bit of a douse in the airbrush cleaner. Not all of it. Stick a bit through here. That's it in there. On the needle. Yes, I know this is not a good way of doing this. I am making do with what's to hand though. You need a bit of a better clean, don't you? Right. So get another bit of here. So that can't leave too much nasty shit in there. Like bits of fucking paper. Make sure you clean it all properly. You might even have to go in with something else after the fact as well, just to get all the bits of paper out. It's an unfortunate inevitability. I'm sure you can find better materials for using on it, but the hand, this is what I've got first. What I'm using. Wipe the excess away with your finger after the fact. You're gonna probably flush before you go again anyway, aren't you? So you don't have to worry too much about that. But again, nice and shiny. Didn't take too much effort to do that. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yummy. See, this isn't smart. You shouldn't risk the needle, but because I'm awesome, I've got those laser eyes. I ain't risking shit. Could be clogged. Hard to gauge. Can I? Where's my scrapey tool? That's not the scrapey tool. You're the scrapey tool. What tool is that then? Ugh. Don't drop that. There's a little bit in there. Nothing. Nothing untoward. There's the cleaning. And then give it a side with a bit of a. Shall we clean out the nozzle as well? Because that can get clogged. Especially want to make sure with this stuff, because, see-through varnish. It could just be a see-through layer of clog, and I would have no idea until I try to paint, and she'd be like, "Oh." I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, but it sounds like some Acme Wile E. Coyote shit. Why did that spring into my head? That was a weird reference. I think that was from someone the other day. It made me think about it. I'm not sure what. Okay, so we'll give this bit a bit of a clean as well. That looks filthy, but I don't think that's like a build error or something like that. I think that's just. Can't tell if that crud or what. What's the thing that goes through that gap? One of these, is it? Pretty sure it's one of these. I don't mind which one, just get amongst it. Too big. Ah, these fucking things fit through there, didn't they? Get one of these in there. There you go, see, look at that. Clean. Clean as it's gonna get. For that bit, it's just like one of these in there, isn't it? No, it's pulling all bits out. Get a fresh one. Get some juice on it. Where are you? Yeah, this is the wasteful version. This is the wasteful, probably unnecessary version. So I probably haven't made enough of a mess to justify giving it this much of a clean, but I'm just being thorough. Because I could see how easy these things can fucking go to pieces when not maintained in any capacity. That's the same with any machine. You don't look after it, man. It's just going to fall apart. So if you're going to put stock in the actual machine, then at least look after the fucking thing. There's no point complaining about it as shit if you don't even try and look after the bastard thing. You know, even if it's a cheap one, just do it. Do the thing. It's not hard work. I kind of find it a bit therapeutic, to be honest, cleaning these things. Once I realised how easy it was to do it, I'm quite content to just pull it apart and clean it. Same with anything. Once I know how to do a thing, I can do it. Joke. You just gotta train me properly, man. Don't take the fucking piss. Just train me properly, and I can absolutely win everything. I'm that good. Needle in. Oh yeah, we'll give that a proper wipe actually. Bit more juice on it because, you know, as we said, gotta get the wasteful on. Get your wasteful on, son. Drag it towards the tip. Don't pull it down the other way because you might catch and bend the needle. So always pull it away, even if you're super bollocks, just pull it away. Do yourself a favor, don't risk it for a biscuit. But then you still got to poke it through like fucking. Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird one, really. Is that as far as it's supposed to go, is it? Okay. Where's the end? There's the end. Oh no, we're supposed to tighten it first, aren't we? It doesn't move anymore then. Okay. Then we reattach this bit. Okay. That's correct. This bit goes on. Reasonably tight. There's the cap for it. There we go. Probably should have done that about 20 minutes ago. Okay. Right. So tidy up. This can go in the trash. That goes back in the box. Okay. Kind of states this pipe cleaner in here. I need to use that a little bit. We will risk it for a biscuit. Right. These can go back in the pack. I'm not going to have any more use for those today. Okay. Hold you up. Get you on the top there. Put that in the bin as well. Okay. Put you out of the way. Excuse me. Locking the camera. see if we can still see some wet patches on them. We can still see a bit of wet patches. I don't really want to fiddle with it too much, just in case it's doing a thing. Well, it's got a cure. If it's like the base coat polyurethane, then it takes time to cure, but it's supposedly pretty strong when it's cured. And you can actually see it blending the base coat a little bit more. Now it's not removed the grey, but it's doing some more with the colours actually. It's interesting. More so on this bit than that bit. I don't know if it's because I either put it too thick on that or too thick, which way around. I kind of went over this twice already though, so maybe that's why. But we'll do two proper coats, and then we'll continue before we do anything else. It's such a pain in the ass to actually see where it's going on though, for God's sake. Because it's fucking see-through. Like, what was I expecting? It to not be see-through? Be visible? I don't know. Bloody idiot. That's why I gotta get such a stupid angle on it. Oh. Put the old thing back on. Yeah, it's pretty cheap as well. It was the worst, isn't it? So it's alright. And on the Ultra, I got the silver bullet, so I can actually reduce the air pressure just from that knob, so I don't have to turn it off and fuck about with it, or press the handle down to get rid of the air at the end or anything. I can just turn that knob and it just fucks off. There is an emergency valve you can use on the compressor itself, but yeah, no, I'm good, thanks, mate. That kind of shit. Just release the air on the compressor. I'll probably tip it on its side and empty the tank. Well, to be fair, it doesn't build up. I never use it long enough to build up any water inside, but I still do the procedure anyway because you know what I mean. That's what it says in the manual. It says in the manual. Every time you used it for a reasonable amount of time, try and empty the tank, then fair enough. If I ever do have to send it back while it's in warranty, then they can't argue against that shit. If I keep doing it, yes. So I mean, give me instructions and I'll follow them. Right, so you can go back in your box for now. The last thing I particularly want, not that it matters, is getting dust on it, because that's half of the reason with this coat as well. Protection from dust. Or at least I can remove the dust easier. So I'm going to end up doing like 2 coats of this. Make sure I can still turn the stuff. 2 coats of this. Doing all the rest of the paint. Then I'll probably have to come back and put another coat of this on just to finish the model. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me, right. Not very well today. Lid on. Okay, so we've done pretty good. I'm happy with those results. I'm happy that I was comfortable enough to turn the damn thing on and use the damn thing and not ruin the damn thing. And this chair nearly threw me on my face. That was fun. Thank you, chair, for getting caught on the carpet again. Alright. We've got a bit more trash there. That can go in the bin. A bit more trash there. Paintbrush, does that need to be a bit more clean? It's probably still got a bit more of that varnish stuff on it. Very, very synthetic brushes. It's like plastic fibers. It's so shit. And then it fell apart. It just pulled the whole thing apart. Do you reckon that's safe to just like use super glue on? I mean, what? Why? Why did you give me a shit brush, mate? Fuck. So is that a cleaning brush or is that a mixing brush? It's probably supposed to be a cleaning brush. Wouldn't surprise me. Being synthetic, I thought a bit of something. Plastic. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'll have a look later. See if I can get a picture of it at least anyway. Yeah. Varnish. So that was my flow anyway. My process. 2 to 3 drops of airbrush. Fucking, God, we'll do the full thing. 2 to 3 drops of Vallejo Flow Improver at the bottom. Then I used, like half a cup for just doing the turret. Then I just whammed a whole lot in, pretty much like 3/4 plus, or maybe 4/5 of the cup. I did about the same. The first time around I only added like 2 to 3 drops of Flow Improver and like 2 drops of the slow dry fluid additive, and then just slightly more again. I probably should have used higher quantities, but it did specify that this doesn't even need any. Well, I'm like, well, I mean, it kind of felt like it did because it sounded like it was struggling to go through one way or the other. So, I'm still unsure about actual pressures. I've just gone with the recommended pressures of what it said with the just acrylics in general with a blah blah compressor. So I think its auto is at like 40. Not it's auto, but you know what I mean. Like its resting bitch face is at 40, and then its active one is like 20. No, it's not 40. What am I on about? 29, and then it drops down to like 24 when it's active. So that's pretty wherever. At some point, I'll have to do more experimenting. I want to, get really in there with like fine, like very smaller amounts of paint. You can do like lights and stuff like that, and like low effect and things. I want to practice doing that. I'm gonna have to really look at how I'm underlighting those. What's kind of always with like white bases and shit like that to get luminous fucking colors, and like plasma on weapons. Um, Console glow, all that kind of OSL basically. I don't want to go full ball with OSL because I don't want to go give myself a fucking headache, but I'd like to be able to improve without ruining myself. Like there's a level I don't need to challenge myself and create something that's going to win an award because I'm not going to enter an award. I don't care about that. I just want to paint, man. I'm happy to just entertain myself. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there today. I'm not going to do any more at this point anyway. So thank you very much for watching. I'm pretty sure at least I saw one new person in there today, so kudos. Thanks for sticking around for a while. These apologies for my semi-roughness with the hay fever and this and that. But I'm glad at least that someone watched me like nearly had a perfect run with my airbrush from a cold start, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, right, have a good afternoon, people, and a bit.